You're being very negative, Mr. DiPaolo.
Kiss my ass.
Why you? How are you, folks? Welcome on a Monday. This fucking thing. Never buy a hat at an airport. $40. I go, it's not a fucking fedora. Jesus H. I was expecting 28, 30. He'll whack me at the 40. What did I land the coaching job? That made no sense. I'm tired. How are you, folks? Great to be with you on a fucking Monday. Interesting weekend. Went up to visit Mom because I hadn't seen her in a couple of years, and I'll let her die before I go up there on the holidays with the rest of the world flying. Interesting weekend. Typical. Me and the wife rent a car at Logan Airport, drive about 20 minutes. Actually took an hour. There was so much traffic. I used Waze, and it took me through East Boston. It was great. We were always moving. I'd rather do that than sit in traffic. I don't know about you. I'd rather have the illusion of progress. We kept moving. All these side streets through Chelsea, through Everett. These are all fucking old school, kind of nasty areas. But anyways, took like a fucking hour for a 14-mile ride or whatever. We get to the fucking hotel. Me and the wife go in, drop the bags, wash our face a little bit, come back out. Battery's fucking dead. GMC, whatever the fuck. Battery's dead as a fucking doornail. Losing my shit. So I got to have dinner with my mother. Now we're late. We take a fucking Uber to my mother's beautiful place that my brother, we're all paying for it, I think. But if you saw the paperwork and shit my brother went through to get her, it was 8 months of lawyers and fucking, just to get her in there. I could never, I'm retarded. This is what I do, folks. I'll pitch in. I go, you get her in there. I'll fucking send her some fucking chocolates. It's a fair deal. And it really is a gorgeous place, but Jesus Christ, it reminded me of the episode of Sopranos when Uncle Junior, they first bring him to the nursing home and he's looking around and there's people drooling and shit. And she's still spry and she has friends and she's a social butterfly, but they weren't there, because we got there late. And my brothers and sisters like, she just wants to show you off. I'm like, yeah. And I'm like, So and there's a whole table of about 30 of them, and nobody under fucking 88. And then there's a whole bunch of them watching a live music, like nice jazz band or whatever. But Jesus Christ, you resort to being a child. It's like give them their cookies. Let them go, instead of an iPad, you watch a fucking jazz band, and then you shit your pants if the solo's good. And all I could think of is when Paulie Walnuts brought his mother to the same place where Tony Soprano's mother was, and she walks in, and there's music, somebody's playing a piano. She goes, oh, that's Sammy Kahn. It's like fucking depressing. But my mother, God bless her, she's still fucking a little more hunched over than I remember. That's because there was a black guy in her back she's been dating. Listen, what? No. So we had a nice dinner and shit, but the whole fucking car thing, oh, my aching stem. And then, of course, I go, they fucking gave me that car, and he's going, you fucking nuts. She goes, and she was right. She goes, first of all, when we got to the garage, they gave you a choice of 3. You're the one who picked the fucking. I go, all right, you won that one. But anyways, I'm a marked man. Since I got thrown out of that bar because of who I am in Dallas, I'm paranoid. And got to see some friends I went to high school with I haven't seen in fucking years. My sister has this place that they built. It's not even attached to her house. I don't even know how to describe it. It's like its own condo or whatever, with windows that open to a bar. She's got a fire pit, 85-inch screen TV, a couch that seats 1,000, like a real bar with an ice machine. I mean, it was phenomenal. Her food, she can cook her ass off. Then she ordered pizza on top of it, which was killer. And I'm smoking a cigarette. My mother's like, what are you doing? I go, shut it. Me and Dougie DeLuca, my buddy, who always... Anyways, and Mikey Szynski, my 2 close friends I hadn't seen forever. It was fun. It was really great. My sister fucking killed it. And yesterday, Logan Airport. Everything's good. Taking Uber and everything's going on time. We're early. go to TSA. I walk up, hand the guy my license. I look into that fucking thing, and he goes, you wouldn't happen to have your passport on you? And I go, here we go. No, I don't have my passport on me. Well, can you, seem to have a little hiccup here. Can you go stand over there? And right away I'm going, here we go. Here we fucking go. So I go stand I'm in the way. People trying to get around me. They don't even tell me where it is. Me and my wife have to stand over there watching the 100 people we were in front of going right through, looking into the thing, ding, ding, ding. And I look at my wife. I go, do you believe me yet? I know I was wrong about the car. I go, I'm not saying I'm world famous, but I am from this town. And this town's very fucking liberal. And the people, there is a connection. They know who I am. They go, he's a fucking enemy of the state. Again, I can't prove this, but a hiccup. So I stood there for 10 minutes. Then I got back and I go to the guy, excuse me, I cut in front of everybody like an asshole. I go, what's the deal? He goes, I have to wait for a senior officer. What is this, the fucking military? Well, kind of. So I go stand in my corner, my timeout. And I'm looking at him. I'm not taking my eyes off him. And I go to what else could it be? Are you going to tell me we just watched 100 people go through without a fucking hitch? The one right after me, the one before me. What are you fucking... The guy goes, oh, the machine was probably updated. Yeah, that's what it was. It's what I say when I lie to my wife. Why is there cum all over the iPad? It's update. I go, I'm telling you, I'm fucking... Anyways, after about 15 minutes, and I'm an anal, I want to get to where I'm going. I'm like every other Massachusetts person. And he finally goes, and we go through. I wanted to sink my thumbs into his fucking throat, even though it's not him. But it's my theory, and I'm sticking to it, as Colin Quinn would say. And then I sucker punched an aunt of mine. That was a good weekend. No, it was great. Other than that, but Jesus Christ, I'm born under a Death Star between the dead battery and the fucking... Some other shit went wrong, too. I can't even remember. But the nursing home may be happy because she's in such a nice place, but... And it's not a nursing home, as Tony surprised. It's what do they call it? A million people are yelling at the screen right now. A retirement community. All right. Enough of my bullshit. And I'm forgetting some other good shit I talked to you about. I can't remember. Let's get right to it because Trump's going down as the greatest president ever. They did their homework this year. McDonald Trump. I thought that was so original. And I go on the internet, fucking everybody's got the same. That's how I know I'm getting old and don't have the fastball anymore. Wearing an apron and a red tie, the former president served up some fries and political shade against his rival during a behind-the-counter stint at Mickey D's on Sunday, which drew a monster crowd to the Feasterville, Trevose, Pennsylvania fast food restaurant. Feasterville? Is that a real name? That's hilarious. McDonald's has long been one of Trump's favorite chains. Well, if you're an American... but his visit to the Golden Arches Sunday doubled as an effort to re-up his doubts over Vice President Kamala Harris' claims that she worked. I love, again, once whoever writes it, his doubts. No, it's been proven. Yeah. I mean, McDonald's came out and said, we don't have any record of that. So why do you put in his doubts, you fucking... Whoops. I'm already in Twitter jail, by the way, for tweeting whatever. I can't repeat it. I'll be in this jail. A lot of freedom of speech, huh? Man, I'm willing to die on my friggin' microphone. Anyways, remember she claimed she worked there. But you got to look at this made me Trump is just some... And she's out there going, he's tired, he's unstable, he's unfit. He's working circles around her. So much so, he has time to stick it in her face about a lie she did. I said, I think it was in Gutbell's monologue, I go, can you imagine if he's trying to do all the jobs that she said she did, but she didn't? He has to head to the border tomorrow. Watch this. This wouldn't be a thrill of a lifetime. Good.
Here you go, kids. You'll have these. There's plenty of them in there for you, okay?
Thanks.
You want to move them back? Yeah, you'll love it. Here you go.
What do you think this will move the needle for you in Pennsylvania?
I don't know. I'm doing very well. We're leading by quite a bit. She has no fracking. She's never...
She's had no fracking.
She's going to have no fracking.
No fracking business.
Now we can drop another one too. So we'll grab one more man. Yep. We're going to put it right here.
Okay.
throw it slowly into the oil. I don't want to burn.
Oh, I love him. I love him.
I'm loving it.
Delicious. Delicious. God bless America. Can you imagine? He's sticking it right up her wazalooch, and they're all in there. And then I see last night, oh, they had to close the McDonald's. It wasn't like it was open. Yeah, because he's been shot at by people who fucking listen to you fucking Magatrons. I'll tell you what, it's a great franchise, Trump says. It's a great company. I got another video about me. Forgot about it. Working hard. They say I work harder than anybody. That's what they say. All right, let's take a look at...
A lot of fun here, everybody.
Oh my God! Oh my God!
Look at all the pictures of it. Hello, everybody.
You can take this,
And
right?
you know this is compliments of Trump, okay?
Thank you. Mr. President,
Yes.
please don't let the United States become Brazil, my native Brazil.
We'll keep it good.
Please, please.
We're going to make it better than ever, okay?
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you. It's a pleasure, Mr.
Compliments
President.
of Trump.
Yes.
Have a good time.
Thank you so much.
Thank you over there. Have a good time.
Thank
Nice
you.
to
You
see you.
too.
Bye, darling.
Thank you.
Have a good time. Thank you, honey.
I love it. I'll tell you what, it's a great franchise. It's a great company. Look at the crowd over there. These fries are free. They're Trump fries. Remember Bush had the freedom fries? These are Trumpy fries. Look at how happy he says everyone is. They're happy because they want hope. The commander-in-chief, commander-in-beef. Oh, my God. Somebody put the commander-in-beef in there to be funny. The goddamn Post told reporters from the drive-thru window, I've now worked for 15 minutes more than Kamala. She's a lying whore. In what his campaign dubbed the October SERP fries. Jesus, folks, lay off the puns. McDonald Trump worked the counter and bantered with the customers who drove up. His campaign also released footage of him jubilantly preparing his happy meals. Well, over 1,000 McDonald's faithful lined the street road in Lower Southampton Township in an effort to meet Trump and say, "Hail to the chef." I got to get out of this article before I shit. This is like the food; it goes right through me. At the McDonald's in critical Bucks County outside of Philly, which is a critical. Mr. President, thank you for taking a bullet for us. That's the first thing everybody should say. And look at, would you ever known they try to kill him twice? And don't think that's going to stop. You think if he wins, what do you think they're going to forget? An excited supporter said after Trump handed 2 bags of food into her SUV. Wow, thank you, Mr. President, her husband said. You made it possible for ordinary people like us to meet you. He goes, you're not ordinary. You're not ordinary. You're great people. I said to my wife, do you understand the energy that this guy has? He'll do 3 different cities in an afternoon. Do you understand what he must have been like when he was 35 or 30? And you wonder why he built half the Manhattan skyline? He was working his competition in circles. The more we know about him, the more I like the guy. I didn't even like him years ago when, like, The Apprentice, and I had my radio show. I'd have to do a commercial for Trump's. Yeah, they're the best ever. They probably were. Anyways, so let's stay on a related topic. No vote, no vagina. So while Trump is shaking hands and pressing the ham and making fans and new voters for him, Vice President Kamala Harris' campaign released a new digital advertisement that targets black men's love lives, insinuating that they will be rejected by women if they don't have a plan to vote. The ad depicts a dating game in which a black man approaches a group of women, black women, who are holding balloons. I don't get it. They begin to ask him questions about himself, including how much he makes, how tall he is, and whether he works out. So you can tell these are really deep women looking for real love. It's insulting to everybody involved. The man's answers get seemingly, and this is coming from a sexist pig, the man's answers get seemingly positive responses from the women until one asks him if he has a plan to vote. First of all, who needs a plan to vote? Yeah, I'm going to walk up the street and pull the lever, you fuckhead. What do you mean plan? Yeah, I got schematics in the car. What are you talking about? Do Do you have a plan? Oh, my God. Anyways, here you go. Check this out. It's so insulting.
Hello, ladies. I'm Trey. It's good to be here.
What do you do and how much do you make?
I work in finance, making six figures.
How tall are you?
6'5".
Do you have a plan to vote in November?
Nah, not my thing.
Pause. I thought he said, hands up. Surprised he didn't duck. Guys, do you understand if Trump or the Republicans put that ad out, or the two previous ones that Kamala has used? They're telling black men, we're going to legalize weed because we know that's all you do is smoke weed. All right, sometimes they're right. They love their hooch. We're going to legalize weed. Remember the forgivable loans? And we're going to give you free fucking money, and you're not going to get any pussy if you don't vote our way. Talk about boiling somebody down to a stereotype. Can you imagine if the right did that? I swear there's somebody in Kamala's orbit, her campaign, that hates her. And I swear, and there's a lot of Dems who hate her now. I swear to God, they're still going to try to steal it. But it's almost like they're trying to sabotage her campaign. She couldn't make more wrong mistakes. But not all users were sold on the content of the ad, with some arguing that the ad only served to insult and dehumanize black men. It kind of did. Let's not get overboard. But Democrats continue to dehumanize and insult black men and try to shame and pressure them into only voting for them, one user wrote. Well, thank you, detective. Kamala campaign doesn't even try to engage respectfully.
You are correct, sir.
Does the Harris-Walz team really believe this will convince anyone to vote for them? Asked another. Belittling and insulting, another user added.
Is it because we're black?
I think so. According to one Howard University initiative on public opinion poll, 81% of black men say they plan to vote for Harris, though that number drops to 68% for black men under 50 years old, with 21% of that group indicating they plan to support former President Trump. Never hear them numbers anywhere. I love that. He was out in Detroit. No, where was he? Pittsburgh. In friggin' Antonio Brown. You want to get the young black man vote? You know Antonio Brown, troubled receiver for the Steelers and the friggin' everybody else, the Jeff Weber. You know the guy that quit right in the middle of the game and he's fucking nuts? He was out there speaking. He's not as nuts. I'm like, I know he's nuts, but he hit it yesterday. But he's hugging Trump. Do you guys understand that's a brother's brother? I mean, to me, that carries a ton of weight. Pittsburgh's a liberal city, but they put football ahead of everything. So they're like, yo, he down with him, I down with him. And Le'Veon Bell or whatever, Travion, whatever his fucking, he was out there too. Do you guys think about this? If this was even 4 years ago, think about the first time Trump ran for president. Can you imagine? It's amazing. Let's move on. Let's lighten it up with twat tightening. That's how you know you're watching the real news. You go from politics. That's the headline. Dallas wrote it, twat tightening. It was alliteration. I said, I'm not touching it. It's beautiful. As duck lips and Brazilian butt lifts continue to lose popularity. I didn't. Duck lips. I must be watching the wrong channels. I see that shit everywhere. There's one wild procedure that's surprisingly gaining traction among women. Vaginal tightening has been around for years. I know it has because I'm going to play. I wrote to me, this bit is as good as my To Catch a Predator bit. I had a whole bit of vaginal rejuvenation because it was popular a few years ago. With celebrities like Brandy Glanville and Jada Pinkett Smith, who I wouldn't fuck with my dad's dick. Nice cornerback for the Eagles look. Getting work down under and requests for designer vaginas, or as a Boston guy say, designer vaginas, are only continuing to grow. The demand, not the muff itself. Don't get crazy out there.
My vagina's angry. It is. It's pissed off.
Well, give it a new tongue. According to the International Society of Aesthetic Plastic Surgery, that's ISAPS, in 2022 there were 194,000 labiaplasty procedures. That's a lot of meat in the dumpster. Delicious. Best show yet. That's an increase of over 46% from the previous 4 years. Former Jersey Shore family vacation star Jen Holly recently recently opened up to dailymail.com about her vaginal rejuvenation experience. The mom of 3, that means, she had to tighten it up. 3 kids climb out of there. It's an echo. Hello. 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 Hello.
Hello? 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 Hello?
Is anybody in there?
Not anymore.
Not anymore. The mom of 3, 36, turned Texas-based physician Dr. Amy Gwynn to remodel her lady parts with a laser procedure and an X-Acto knife and a spork in the cold, following the birth of her 3rd child last year. I'm single right now. I'm not having any more babies. This is the last one for me, she explained, because she's shallow. Having babies, your vagina canal opens. So what Dr. Gwynn does, she sews it back together. So it's basically like being a virgin again, which is it's not fair to, is that part of the joke in there about, it's like selling a used car? Was that in there? No? Part of the bit I have in, I go, that's not fair to guys. You're lying to them. It's like rolling back the odometer on a fucking used car. She's like, yeah, I know. I've only been with 3 men. Really? Let me see the snatch facts. That was part of the bit. We're going to play it for you. Jen, who's best known for her relationship with Ronnie Magro, said the recovery process left her a little sore, but so did Patrick Ewing. But said it wasn't much different to recovering from childbirth. I just want to get it back into its original condition. What is this, a leather couch? And save it from somebody special. Save it for somebody special. The realtor, who, it's a little late for that, had liposuction on her arms, said. I have a bit on the, before I do that, you guys, you're going to miss it, because those of you on Mug Club, you'll see the rest of the show. The rest of you got to go to nickdip.com and sign up for Mug Club. If you do that, you're going to get the entire show here. You're going to get Steven Crowder's full show. You got Alex Jones, who pops in and out on Crowder's show. You got Brian Callen's show, and you got the undercover guys who break national stories. So go to nickdip.com, sign up for Mug Club. While you're there, click on the date. November 9th, Bridgeview Center Theater, Ottumwa, Iowa. We're just starting to push it out now on social media, so I expect the tickets to go up. All right. Also, second half of the show, we're going to tell you about the guy who, the brainchild behind October 7th, massacring those poor Jewish kids at that music festival. Well, they got him this weekend, and in great fashion. There's actually footage. And Katy Perry kissed a guy a few years ago on American Idol that turned out to be a real filthy scoundrel. That's putting it mild.
Hi, good night, everybody.